So, hi everyone. It's been a pretty long time that I was not available on my channel, and the reason was my marriage. I got married, and it's been 9 months now that I'm married. And in the meantime, I was just, it was there in my mind that at some point in time I had to begin with where I stopped earlier. So, but I was not getting a chance. Now that I have a chance, here I am with you guys, in front of you guys, and the topic, I don't want to go in an elaborate way to explain what I need to present and what happened while I was facing the trouble presenting it. But yes, now I have a chance here, and I think that I can present myself in a better manner. So it's pretty, my mind is completely free. And so the topic is the point at which we stopped, and the starting point of mine was human race mortality. So mortality means it's not a perennial. At some point in time, it has to come to an end. So, but in the middle of the way from where we all started, from our birth point to death point, it's all about, craving and striving and struggling to fulfill your appetite of respective things with respect of time and all. When I mentioned that, I would like to bring, obviously I'm an Indian, so my priority is to prioritize the troubles that we Indians are facing on a daily basis. There has been a crunch time, crisis time. There has been an acme of success and the pinnacle of happiness that our country has come across in glorious times, without vandalizing the image or tarnishing the image which the people in either side have tried their best, but they failed. Now, here is a point which I would like to elaborate, is when I mention these people and this and tarnish people, tarnish image, country. So I'd like to draw your attention towards what recently happened in our country, albeit coronavirus is the present problem that our country, not our country, but the whole world is facing. But apart from that, CAA, yes, NRC and NPR was talk of the day a few days ago. If I need to be exact on the point of time, how long it was going on and how long it pertained to the topic of the crisis time and the crunch time in India, then it was just a month ago, approximately a month ago, but yes, 20-25 days to be precise. This was all the rage. NRC, NPR was all the rage, and every sect of people were discussing with their own concept the concept of NRC and NPR. what it actually was in its neutrality is a different matter altogether. So keeping it aside, the country needs to have a record of people, how many people are living in that particular country, and um, if the market is burgeoning, especially in the context of India, it's a burgeoning industry, it's a burgeoning market, wherein all the countries are investing in because they see a bright future. Just 1.5 years ago, the country was exuberating, in the section of the rate of growth economically. So the economic growth was pretty high. It was like more than 5% of rate with which the economy was going, and it was progressing. But now, due to some reason, I don't want to go to details in those in the section why it dipped down and suddenly came to the point wherein it's now, I think, vibrating between or oscillating between 4.5 to 4, somewhere around that. But yes, the right wing and the left wing. People say NRC favoring section or Hindu, those who are not favoring, basically they are Muslims. This is in nutshell. But actually, the thing is that if you, as I mentioned, in its neutral way, in its neutrality, it is completely in the favor of a country. The country needs to have a record of people who are inhabiting in that particular country. So it is in favor of that. And there is a different section of people who are making a quarrelsome situation wherein they can deliberately bring in their concept of understanding how it is, trying to twist and turn the facts, especially the prominent and the eminent personalities like Kapil Sibal and all. In fact, the Kapil Sibal was the one who started it all, because he was then a minister when this proposal was when it was proposed in the assembly by the Congress party. But now he's completely negating the fact that he's not negating it, but he's trying to take a side wherein he could protect himself being victimized by the question that he was the one who was involved in that category. He did not answer it whether he was involved, but there are a few congressmen who mentioned that there was this amendment that went on in 2010 and 2002 as well. The clauses that was amended, and due to which the proposal got changed. And these clauses were introduced by, these two clauses were introduced by BJP. But having said that, again, NRC in its neutrality, it is in the favor of a country, and it's neither supporting any of the two parties, especially like Hindu and Muslim. It is not favoring anything. Yes, why it is mentioned in that section in NRC that the prohibition is for the Bangladeshi people and the Pakistani people is because the Muslims, they already got their majority in these two countries. Minorities, basically who are humiliated and they are tortured and traumatized. Especially these section are Hindus in these two respective countries at the point of time of freedom, when the country was, got rid of the English people in 1947. At that point in time, the population was contributing 27% in Pakistan, which has now decreased to only 3%, I guess. And some people, Arif Muhammad is the governor of Kerala. According to him, he is pretty intact with the factuals and facts. He says that in some documents of Pakistan, he has seen that this figure has dipped down to 1.6 or 1.7, somewhere around that. So it is pretty saddening thing. So this is for Pakistan, I mentioned. And another thing is, the diminishing impact on minorities, especially Hindu in Bangladesh, has dipped down to I think 7% from it was somewhere it has from like 27% to 7%, somewhere around that. So in both the countries, in both the countries, the population of Hindus has come down. Wherein, on the contrary to this fact, the population in India of Muslims, who are considered to be the minorities in this country, has raised. So you can easily make out the difference what has happened. So all I want to exhibit the good thing with regard to this topic is, it is all in the favor of us Indians, irrespective of who we are. It is completely in the favor of Indians, because in future, if we have to progress like we are progressing now, with all the struggles that we are facing, but yet we are on that track. We are on the track, yes. It is us, you and me, who need to bring out the change in a rapid way with our intelligence and with our intellect. So for that, let our government function in a manner how it is functioning, and it is right. It is right. We all have our intellect to think with a neutral mind, and if you think really honestly, then you'll realize it is favoring us Indians. We all, right? We all are one. We had been one. We are one, and we would be one in the future. And if we maintain that, if we are intact with this fact, this inference, and this true unity, then we can do, believe me, we can do wonders in the world. That's all my message, according to my understanding, to you people. If you feel like you need to comment on what I said, you can definitely mention it in my section here on my channel. And thank you so much for listening to me. And please suggest me if I need to explain something on respective topic. You can mention the topic, and I will prepare on that. Thank you.